What's up, guys? This is Coach Matt with our Saturday workout. We're gonna do a hero workout called Benny today. We're gonna begin with 3 minutes of your choice warm-up pace cardio. Then we're gonna get a couple rounds through this little warm-up sequence, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. It's 8, 6, 7, 5, 8, whatever. Start off with burpee jumps. Burpee jumps are a very important exercise for working on being efficient in the burpees, right? And specifically landing with your feet flat so that you can be balanced when you land and take some pressure off your knees. Learn to stretch and use your hamstrings on the burpees. You can trust me, this is from someone who considers himself a bit of an expert at burpees, all right? So I'm planting my hands relatively close to my feet. So if the line of connecting my toes and the line connecting my heels, the heels of my hands is really close, right? And then I'm going to weight my hands down with my knees bent, kick out to the plank position, and then try to pike and kick back up to that same line, right? With my feet flat. It is dramatically harder to do the burpee with your feet narrower. If you notice, I can barely get my hands to the ground here. I feel like I have to tent my hands, or I have to like kind of walk back, and then getting back up to there is similarly really hard because my feet can't get flat to the ground, and it puts a lot more stress on my back. So wide, flat feet is the way to do the burpee jump. Next, we're gonna do kips into pull-ups. So practice the first round, just kipping, right? And you can get bigger and bigger, and then on the later rounds, work in some pull-ups, okay? And these can be kipping pull-ups, jumping pull-ups, banded pull-ups, whatever is the right assistance level for you. We are going to be doing, a fair bit of pull-ups, not a terrible number of them, but I would like for you to be able to fight through a significant amount of them before you have to break off the bar. Next, push up to down dog. Just some basic shoulder warm up and mobility. So do a full good push up and then shrug down to that down dog position. Bend the knees just a little bit if you need help getting your ears through your arms on that one. And then 5 reps of a barbell squat clean. This should be the most challenging part of the workout. And I know the weight in the workout may look intimidating. So I want you to spend several rounds warming yourself up to get this weight. By the time you get to the 5 squat cleans in the workout, it should absolutely be 1 rep at a time. You should not be able to touch and go these reps, right? You should absolutely have to let go of the bar every single time, and it should be a very significant percentage of your 1 rep max, in the like 75-80% range of your 1 rep max, okay? So barbell squat clean means we are picking it up off the ground, we're performing the full hip extension, putting some momentum on the bar, pulling ourselves underneath to catch in the squat position, and then standing up to a full extension of the hips and knees, all right? And then put it back to the ground, all right? Practice that movement, not a ton of reps, right? Like 2 or 3 reps with the empty barbell, 2 or 3 reps with like a 40-50% weight, 2 or 3 reps, 60-70% weight, and then a handful, like no more than 1 or 2 at the workout weight for today. But that 185, 135 is the weight that we should be shooting for if you have maxes in the like 250 to like 185 range, all right? Coach will help you to select an appropriate weight, but what I would not like to see you doing is, I just don't feel like lifting heavy at the end of this workout, so I'm going to do a lighter weight. Could I just do 20 reps at a light weight instead? That is the least attractive option to me, right? And it's because we should be preparing ourselves to do something that's very challenging at the end of doing a bunch of other stuff, okay? So there's a purpose behind that. Always put your personal safety first, right? If you know that your back is not going to be able to sustain it, or the squat clean is not good for your knee, right? You don't have to do that. What I'm telling you is the intent of the workout, or the intent behind the workout, is to challenge you at a significant percentage of your 1 rep max on a significantly skill demanding movement when you are already fatigued and muscles are exhausted from the other stuff that you're doing, okay? And there's value in that. Okay, so finish the warm up with practicing some dumbbell snatches. So dumbbell snatch is now ground to overhead in one motion, right? So we don't stop at the shoulder on the dumbbell snatch. It goes all the way up in one extension of the hips, right? After you've completed a few rounds through that warm up and you've done some practicing, you can like try a 35-pound dumbbell, then try a 40-pound dumbbell, then try a 50-pound dumbbell, right? Same thing on the squat cleans, right? Try your 145, try your 165, try your 185. Make sure you've got some time built into that warm up in order to be able to practice those movements. We are trying to put a 20-minute time cap on this workout. However, I know sometimes it'll drift over, so I don't intend for it to be a hard cap, but know that that is the intent for this workout. And there is some interim activity that you have to do throughout the workout that should motivate you to get it done a little faster, all right? So we are going to start on the rower, right? So when the clock says go, 3, 2, 1, go, you're gonna row 250 meters for the guys, 200 meters for the ladies. And then every 2.5 minutes after that, you must stop what you're doing in your middle of a lift and go back to the rower and do another 250 or 200 meter row. And then you can go and resume working on the workout, all right? So first off is going to be 30 reps of alternating dumbbell snatches. So that is 15 per arm. That's that ground to overhead in one motion. Change hands in front of your face, right? Or you can change hands on the ground. Either one is fine. After your dumbbell snatches, we're going to 20 reps of burpee over the bar. So wherever your barbell is, or drop it to the ground. You do not have to be lined up with the bar, and just jump over, or you can step over if you want to. Next one is 20 pull-ups. We already set that up. Next one is 15 reps of our handstand push-up, or 30 reps of a hand release push-up. So for the handstand push-up, the range of motion is from the full extension of the arms down to the bottom where my head is touching the ground, and then you may either kip or do strict. Either one is fine, but you got to get your arms back to straight, right? A lot of people like to use an ab mat under their head in order to do that, and that is fine. But if you use the ab mat, the hands should be at the same level as the top of your head at the bottom. So if the ab mat raises your head up like say 1 inch, then you should probably put some 10-pound plates outside your head to make sure you're getting full range of motion on the shoulders. Next is pistols, right? A pistol is a single leg squat with one leg not touching the ground, getting the hip all the way below parallel, and then we're alternating legs. So we do it on the left, do it on the right. So it's only 5 reps per leg. You absolutely can scale this by using a bench, right, or a box to sit down to. So I touch the box and then stand back up. But whatever you do, try not to let the opposite or non-working foot touch anything, and try not to use your hands to help kind of push your leg away as you're doing that one. And then we're finishing with those barbell squat cleans. So you have your bar set up the whole time, and now you're gonna do your squat clean, full extension of the hips, and then set her down, okay? 5 reps of that, and then we're done, all right? Any questions? All right, you guys have a great one. I'll see you guys on Monday.